Welcome viewers, you're now watching Hornbill TV with me, your anchor, Kekrizanya Solo. As British politics enters yet another moment of uncertainty, one name is suddenly dominating headlines across the United Kingdom, Andy Burnham. Once known primarily as the outspoken mayor of Great Manchester, Burnham is now emerging as the most powerful figure in Labour politics following Prime Minister Keir Starmer's dramatic resignation. Supporters call him the King of the North, critics see him as a populist challenger to the Westminster establishment. But after years of positioning him as an alternative voice inside Labour, Burnham may be now closer ever to entering 10 Downing Street. So who exactly is Andy Burnham? How did he rise through British politics? And why is he suddenly at the centre of one of the biggest political transitions Britain has ever seen in years? Let's dive in. Andy Burnham's political journey began far from the traditional elite circles often associated with British leadership. Born in Liverpool in 1970, raised in working-class family, Burnham enters politics through the Labour Party during the rise of Tony Blair's New Labour era. He first became a member of the Parliament in 2001 after winning the seat at Lake in Greater Manchester, a constituency deeply rooted in Labour industrial and working-class identity. Over the next decade, Burnham steadily climbed through Labour ranks and became one of the party's most recognisable national figures. During the governments of Tony Blair and Gordon Brown, Burnham held several major cabinet positions, including Chief Secretary to the Treasury, Cultural Secretary and later the Health Secretary. As Health Secretary, he became strongly associated with defending Britain's National Health Service, NHS, a position that helped him build credibility among Labour's traditional voter base. Many supporters viewed Burnham as one of the few senior Labour politicians who consistently connected with ordinary working-class concerns. But Burnham's ambitions extended far beyond cabinet politics. Following Labour's defeat in the 2010 and 2015 general election, Burnham twice attempted to become leader of the Labour Party. In 2010, he lost the Ed Miliband. Then in 2015, he again contested the leadership race but was defeated by Jeremy Corbyn during Labour's major shift towards the left. While those defeats temporarily pushed him away from national leadership, Burnham reinvented himself different arena. In 2017, he became the mayor of Greater Manchester, a role that would eventually transform his national image. As mayor, Burnham built a reputation and one of Britain's most outspoken regional leaders. He focused heavily on transport reform, homelessness, public health, policing, regional inequality, and under his leadership, Great Manchester began moving parts of its bus network back into public control, a move many supporters describe as a bold challenge to decades of privatization. Burnham's real national breakthrough came during COVID-19 pandemic. At the height of tension between local leaders and Boris Johnson's Conservative government, Burnham publicly confronted Westminster over financial support for Northern England during lockdown restrictions. Televised images of Burnham accusing the government of abandoning northern communities quickly turned him into a national political figure. Many Britons, especially outside London, saw him as a person willing to directly challenge central government on behalf of ordinary people. That period fundamentally reshaped Burnham's political identity, increasing positioned himself as the voice of regional Britain, arguing that London-centric politics had ignored communities across northern England for decades. His message resonated strongly at a time when frustration with economic inequalities, stagnant wages and political elitism was growing nationwide. By 2015, Burnham had become one of the most popular Labour figures in the country. Polls reportedly show he was significantly more popular with Labour voters than Prime Minister Keir Starmer himself. Burnham also began developing a broader political movement inside Labour called Mainstream, a soft left network pushing for policies such as wealth taxes, stronger public investment, national infrastructure expansion, and constitutional reform. The growing popularity of Burnham increasingly created tensions within his leadership. Reports emerged throughout 2025 and early 2026 that allies of Keir Starmer were deeply concerned Burnham could eventually challenge for leadership. Those tensions escalated dramatically when Burnham attempted to return to Parliament through the Gorton and Denton by-election earlier this year. In a controversial move, Labour National Executive Committee blocked Burnham from standing as the party's candidate, a decision that triggered backlash from many Labour MPs and trade unions. Several senior Labour figures, including Angela Rayner and Sadiq Khan, reportedly expressed concern over the decision. Around 50 Labour MPs later objected publicly to Burnham being prevented from returning to Westminster. But rather, the weakening Burnham politically The controversy appeared to strengthen the image as an outsider battling Labour's internal establishment. Soon after, Burnham successfully returned to Parliament by winning the Markerfield seat, which is a major political breakthrough that instantly reignited speculation about his leadership ambitions. On June 22, Keir Starmer officially announced his resignation. Almost immediately, attention shifted towards Burnham. He has now officially confirmed he will seek the Labour leadership and potentially become Britain's next Prime Minister. At present, he is widely viewed as the clear front-runner. Several senior Labour figures are reportedly reluctant to challenge him directly, raising speculation that Burnham could effectively walk into Downing Street with minimal opposition. However, the situation remains fluid. Fresh reports suggest some Labour MPs are now considering leadership bids specifically to prevent what critics describe as Burnham's coronation. If Burnham eventually takes office, he would become Britain's 7th Prime Minister in just over a decade, a striking reflection of the continuing instability that has defined British politics since Brexit.
Welcome to Andy Burnham, member for Makerfield.
Rome is saved.
I swear by Almighty God that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles, his heirs and successors, according to law. So help me God. Naughty boy.
I don't hear the
Turn the water into white.
For now, Andy Burnham remains a politician standing between two worlds, the regional outsider who spent years criticizing Westminster and the national frontrunner now preparing to possibly lead it. His rise reflects something deeper happening inside British politics, growing anger towards establishment, and so lies the issues. The coming weeks could now determine whether Burnham becomes just another Labour figure caught in Britain's political chaos or the man who reshapes the future of United Kingdom after years of instability.